Hey you guys, it is the season of love. Since Valentine's Day is just around the corner, what better way is there to show someone you care by literally giving them your heart? When I say heart, I mean these heart shaped donuts. Perfect for gifting them to your loved ones or just indulging them on your own. These donuts are all you need this season. So let's quickly get all our ingredients measured and prepped and let's get started. It's time to put aside your accessories, pull up those sleeves, and get ready to make and knead the dough, aka your arm workout for the day. If you have your hands on a stand mixer, go ahead and use it, it will make your lives easier. I usually make this recipe with my KitchenAid, but not everybody has access to it, so let's get this done. Start by slowly mixing the dough to just combine all the ingredients. Add in the eggs and 3/4 of the water and mix all the ingredients to form a dough in the bowl. Now let's get to the real deal. Dust your working table with some flour and place the dough and begin kneading it. Pull the dough to slowly stretch it out. The idea is to build gluten in the dough and you'll be able to see the strands of gluten being formed when you stretch out the dough. Once you see that the dough is fairly kneaded, add the salt plus the remaining water. We add salt in the end because salt tends to absorb moisture and we need all that moisture in the beginning to activate gluten in the dough. We add the remaining water after to keep the salt from drying out the dough. Continue kneading and check to see if the dough is perfect. Do this by taking a small portion of the dough, roll it out to form a ball, and begin pulling the dough to form what we call window pane. This is done to check the elasticity and to see if the gluten strands have fully formed in the dough. Keep going and continue working those hands to stretch and knead the dough. Then finally check if it's done by repeating the window pane step again. And yes, we have our window pane and the dough is perfect. Now that took a while, but we are nearing the fun part. Once the dough is ready, dust some flour on the table and roll out the dough to form a rectangle. Take your heart-shaped cookie cutter and start cutting the dough. Roll out the sides again and continue cutting the dough or making them into balls of 40 grams each and press them to form Berliners. I leave that entirely up to you. Now it's time for proofing the dough, aka the rise. Cover the cut dough with cling film and place it in a warm place to proof. Ideally, this step takes about 1.5 to 2 hours to proof completely, but then again, it depends on the temperature of the room you are working in. While the dough is proofing, let's make our pastry cream filling for these cuties. I used almond milk to make this because I ran out of regular milk, and truth be told, I prefer pastry cream with regular milk. But yeah, this turned out pretty good. Heat the milk mixture until you see the steam coming off from the top of the milk. While that's happening, whisk the yolks and the cornstarch well to keep it from clumping later. Once the milk is heated, add 3/4 of the mixture into the yolks and whisk to combine and temper. Then add the entire mixture back into the saucepan and continue whisking. Keep whisking until the mixture thickens to form a custard. Once you see big bubbles popping, wait for a minute and turn off the heat. Add in the butter and whisk until all the strands of butter disappear. Now it is optional to sieve the pastry cream into another bowl, but if you are confident that there are no lumps in the cream, then directly transfer it into a clean bowl. Cover the pastry cream with a cling wrap and place it in the refrigerator. To make our dark chocolate and white chocolate ganache, put the ingredients in a microwave safe bowl and heat it for 3 minutes with 1-minute intervals until you have a smooth ganache. Check the description below for a detailed explanation on how to make both the ganache. Once the dough has proofed, heat some frying oil in your pan. I used this really cute skimmer that I brought back with me from my trip to India last year, and it is perfect to use to drain the oil when you are frying anything. Gently put the donuts into the oil to fry. It is important to keep an eye on the frying donuts because they are literally seconds away from turning dark brown, which is not a good look and taste for the donuts. Wait for them to turn light brown and quickly remove them from the oil. If you are making them for the first time, it is always better to fry them one at a time, just in case. Now we get to the fun part, filling and decor. Let's start by taking the donuts and making a hole in them using any tool of your choice, big enough to have space to pipe the pastry cream into them. Put half of the pastry cream in a piping bag with a small round nozzle and fill the donuts until you see a little bit of the cream oozing and place them on the tray. Repeat this for the remaining few donuts. Now take the remaining pastry cream and add 1 tablespoon of dark chocolate ganache to make chocolate custard. Put it in a similar piping bag like before and fill the remaining donuts. Now we'll decorate the donuts in 3 different shades: pink, red, and dark brown. Take the white chocolate ganache and put 1 drop of pink and red gel food coloring. Dip the donuts and decorate them with your favorite sprinkles. Now add some more red coloring to the ganache to make it completely red, since that is the universal color of love, and continue to dip the donuts and decorate it with the sprinkles. If you feel the donuts need a second dipping, do so before adding the decor sprinkles. Repeat the entire process with the dark chocolate ganache and keep the donuts aside to set. Oh my god, how cute do these donut hearts look? I don't know about you, but I would say yes to someone who'd make these for me. If you are feeling the love in the air, you might want to make a batch of these for the special ones in your life. I understand that these take a bit more longer and much more effort to make, but that's the romantic gesture they're talking about, and you cannot go wrong with that. If you enjoyed this video as much as I loved making it for you guys, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. I will see you guys real soon. Happy baking and happy Valentine's Day.